every single time I hear that song, it tears me up. Like, the name of the CD is Dwell. It is amazing.
Hola, welcome back to Kim at Home. My name is 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄. You guys can subscribe to my YouTube channel at 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒.
So we about to do this good grocery haul because I want you guys to see how much money I spent and what I got. We have some baby wipes, some spaghetti, some tuna, raisins, clearly Canadian, vitamins, 𝐓𝐾𝐄, soy sauce. Whew, I'm out of breath, sorry. Ginger ale, clearly Canadian, and that is my fave. Coffee, we also have 2 different types of salmon, shrimp. We also have ground turkey. Here is a whole chicken in here. I didn't want to take it out because it would leak on my table. We have some bratwurst, we have some ribs, 2 kinds of ribs, beef and pork, green beans. You know I love me some Mrs. Meyer's dish soap. We also have some cheese, some spaghetti sauce. We have some sunflower seeds, dishwasher pods. They're the generic kind because stuff is expensive, y'all, okay? We have Sara Lee hot dogs, cinnamon raisin bread, butter, tissues, onion, lotion, vitamins, and we also have some soap. And then, I don't know if I said the peanuts or not. We have peanuts, toothpaste, and then I also got these paper towels. Let's check the total. We have a total savings of not much, but that is how much my bill was, $264.71. And again, this is what I got for $264.71, okay? I'm gonna need to take a loan out just to go grocery shopping. Thank you so much for being here today. If this is your first time on my channel, I'm Kim KYM, and I appreciate you so much. The fact that you're taking the time out to just watch my video is just for real amazing, and I appreciate you. I do videos pertaining to home life, so sometimes I do cooking, cleaning, shopping, and repairs, or I'm teaching you something. That is the main focus, you know, for the video, and also with a high emphasis on food and cleaning. Those are the type of videos that I make. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, please do not forget to hit that red subscribe button. Join my YouTube family. We're called the Keep Up Crew.
I know it's just a crush.
Forgot to tell you that I bought a new broom today. The reason I bought a new broom is if you are a hoarder, do not hire a cleaner. You guys, I had to go clean this hoarder's house. And I took my broom because I don't know what I did with my other broom, so I ended up throwing it away. So let me explain the hoarder comment just in case people try to come at me. I have OCD. OCD is a real thing. I have anxiety, which is why I keep my house clean, because I cannot stand for stuff to just be everywhere. It makes me super anxious. So if you are a hoarder, that's fine. Just let the person know that you're hiring, hey, I'm a hoarder, because it will mentally prepare that person. And for me, it would just be like me saying, hey, let me refer someone else to you because I know I'm not going to be able to do this for you.
It's just a crush.
is my dinner. You guys will have to let me know if you prefer bread or a bun. I forgot to get a bun for the hamburger at the store. This is fried rice with all kinds of different things in it, including goat meat and chickpeas. And I also have some green beans. This is my dinner, and after my dinner, I have to get started on so many other things. Bon appetit, party people. So I'm finished eating dinner now, and I wanted to kind of talk to you guys a little bit. So I had asked on a few videos ago if you wanted to know like the story as far as like what happened at the job, my dream job. Ooh, that's funny. Anyway, after I spent all that money to get my licensure and everything, in which I still want to use it, obviously, just not with that company. They were being mentally abusive to me. At first, it started out with like, oh, don't waste your talent. Make sure you're doing this and make sure you're doing that. Well, there are two things that really annoy me in life. When people tell me to do something that I am already doing, that's extremely annoying, okay? So at that point, you kind of feel like you need to defend yourself. Like, you know what? If you pull the report, you'll see that I'm making between 120 and 175 calls a day. They told me that wasn't enough. When I talked to my own insurance agent, she was like, oh my gosh, she goes, I don't even make that many calls a day. She goes, that is a lot. That's, you know, more than enough. What I read online is people typically quit their jobs within the first year of insurance because they don't necessarily vibe with the company that they're with. This company is 97% men in this agency that I was at. Very aggressive, which is fine. I can deal with aggression because you're not really being aggressive to me. But then once they started to be aggressive to me, it was just like, wait a minute. And it took me a minute to realize it because my whole thought process is, hey, you had a stroke. Your memory is not the best. Obviously, your brain will heal itself. But I have to like really focus hard on things to be sure I remember them. So I put like 100% into studying and reading and studying and reading. Like I did nothing with my life. I missed family activities, all that great stuff. So for you to tell me that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do or I'm not doing enough, that wasn't, you know, that's not cool. Anyway, there were 7 of us all together who were in training like within the same month, okay? I was the last person to quit. Everyone else had quit. They were just like, why are you still there? Those people are aggressive. They're not very nice. They don't care about you. And at the end of the day, they don't. You have to put in writing that, you know, you want to not be with the company anymore. You don't have to give a 2-week notice. You just, because you're an independent contractor, you can just quit. Ohio's an at-will state, okay? You can quit any job at any point without giving a notice. With this specific job, you don't give a notice. At any rate, put it in writing, let them know. Thank you for everything that you've done. This is just, you know, not something that I want to do as far as like with your company. They never responded to me. They removed me out of all of the group chats. And I'm like, that's very cowardice. But then I just had to pray like, okay, Lord, what is it that you wanted me to see? What did I need to learn from that experience? And I still don't have that answer. But at the end of the day, you have to know your worth, okay? And the only reason that I didn't realize it in the beginning, again, was because I was really trying to focus on remembering things and it just kind of went over my head. And then once I realized I'm retaining the information and I'm just like sitting back and I like took a deep breath to relax and they sent me a specific message that was saying some stuff in it. And I'm like, don't in your life ever think you can speak to me in that manner. Because at the end of the day, I know whose I am. And he says, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. He made no mistakes with me. What he has done for me and what he has done for you and what he has done for everyone else is specifically for you. So if he's telling me that he calls me his daughter and he calls me his friend and I have power to trample and stomp upon demons in the name of Jesus, then you're not going to talk to me like I'm a piece of crap, okay? I know my worth. You should not speak to anyone in that manner. And that's not the energy that I put out. I put out good energy because I'm a nice person. I'm just a naturally bubbly, kind person. I've been like this my entire life. You can ask anyone who knows me. So when you're, it's not necessarily easy to work in a negative environment when you are an empath and you're taking all of that in. So long story short, I just prayed for them and I kept it moving. Hopefully I will find an insurance position soon, but I really needed you to understand that never let anybody speak to you in an ill manner. You don't deserve that. You deserve kindness. You deserve love because you are enough and you are worthy. And if you notice someone speaking to you like that, take a deep breath, say a prayer, and kind of like, you know, distance yourself from that. Everyone doesn't deserve your energy. Everyone does not deserve to be in your presence. And I hope you know that, okay? Anyway, that's the story of the day. I'm tired. It's like 7 o'clock. I need to go make my bed up and I need to like wipe my counters down in my bathroom. I don't think I'm gonna do that on film again because I'm really tired. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Often because you just never know what might spill on it. Okay, I'm working in a different unit today, different styled unit, but I wanted to show you the best way to clean glass, like, you know, anytime that there is construction going on. This stuff right here is amazing. Not only is it a glass cleaner, but it also cleans up, like, you know, the crud and the smudges. It's good though, like, in the event that there is tape on windows, and all you do is you use this handy dandy razor, you get that all off, wipe it with that, and go on about your business. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm doing, but let's check out how dirty these windows are. You guys see that, right? All of those streaks and marks. So we're gonna go outside and we're gonna get those cleaned off, and then I'm gonna show you how much better that they'll look after we clean it off. And we will do the door next because they're dirty as well. Not sure how good you can see that. Yeah, you can see that pretty good. Here in the wilderness, I need to make sure ain't no snakes gonna get me. So what this process does, it gets that first layer of dust and dirt off of there, any kind of crud, any kind of bird poop, all of that. Nice and clean, only a few streaks, but hey, it's not vinegar, okay? Ooh, baby. Yeah, we gotta get that off of there. There's some at the bottom as well, and then we can get this window cleaned off. Listen, I'm very well aware that it is hard to tell, but can't nobody tell me nothing about my window game, okay? I am an amazing window cleaner. These windows, you can see straight out of them. It's almost as if, look at that. It doesn't even look like there's a window there, but there is. The next thing that I want to do in this bathroom is get this off of the floor. They try to protect the floors when they paint. However, it doesn't always work out that way. But there is a lot of dust down here, so I want to put a mask on. I've been getting like dust in my nose, particles and all that great stuff. So, you know, it's better to just, you know, protect yourself. So yeah, this is what the bathroom floor is looking like. The toilet has already been cleaned out, as well as the shower. That's clean. So all I have to do is clean the mirrors, the whatever this is called, in the floor. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know what that's called. The sink and stuff. Yeah. I got it up. I wanted to take the tape up very, very slowly so that the dust would not fly everywhere. So since I did that part, I want to do the one in the kitchen as well. Here's what it looks like in the kitchen. And then also in the laundry room. Let me turn the light on. Yeah. So we want to get, oh man, I'm glad I have my mask, because the last time I got this stuff up, I was coughing so bad. Thank you so much for following along this series. The whole goal here is basically to teach you how to clean. It teaches you what happens when there's dust everywhere and when everything just feels like it's out of control. Also, how to get rid of those tough spots in windows, mirrors, and that sort of thing. Last area, it is the other bathroom. It's actually the first bathroom when you come into this actual unit.
let my feelings take control. Guess I let my demon take the wheel. Used to think that we be growing old. I can't believe that it was real. It was back in late December when I did it. I just wish I could forget. Cause I hate how much I love it, oh I hate how I just love to catch a feel. Yeah, I've been wasting my time. I don't know why I can't get you out of my mind. And if I find a way to get it, when I do it, I can live it and forget it. Cause I hate how much I love you, oh I hate how you just put me in my feelings.
There's always some kind of debris no matter how good you wipe off the countertop. That's why it's good to use the little doohickey that I was just using in order to scrape any of the paint off.
We be gone old. Now I can't believe that it was real. Guess I let my feelings take control. Guess I let my feelings take the wheel. Used to think that we be gone old. Now I can't believe that it was real.
Guess I let my feelings take control. Guess I let my demon take the wheel.
Every guy I've met, we fell in love at a bad time. Getting insecure, questioning myself on the way down. Now I'm so tired of breathing underwater. I just wanna float like a ship made out of paper. Right now I need to take care of myself, comfort in myself, like a roller coaster. One week I am up, next one I'll be down. But I'm getting closer to a stronger me, feeling free, like a roller coaster.
The floors have been swept and mopped, but you can't even really tell because it's just super, super, super dusty. This was actually one of the dustiest apartments that I have been in. I wiped my face with a paper towel and like so much brown stuff came off, and it wasn't from my skin. It was from the dirt. The sink was awful, you guys. I had to take some acetone and just basically scrub the heck out of it, and then I followed it up with some stainless steel. So it looks much better. You can still see like scratches and that sort of thing in it, but it's better than what it was. It was terrible. So now I'm back at home, and of course I'm hungry, so making some curry chicken. It was amazing, and I paired it with some broccoli and rice. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you. You are amazing, you are worthy, and you are enough. Don't ever let anyone speak to you in any disrespectful way. Just walk away, because they're not worth your time, your energy, or anything else for that matter.